Welcome to Nawiri Wellness Stories. Here, we will share with you stories of how life affects us differently and impacts our wellness. If you can relate in any way to the characters in these stories, you're welcome to reach out to share your story too. With these stories, we seek to bring to light different experiences which affect us adversely, to normalize the experiences and in some instances propose possible ways of navigating them. Welcome. Today's story is about mental health therapy. What do you need to know about it? Today I want to share on the therapy process. I want to talk about why people go for therapy, what happens in therapy, how therapy works, and some reasons why therapy doesn't work. So what is therapy? Mental health therapy is a form of treatment which involves a trained professional who aims to help individuals explore and understand their thoughts, feelings, and behavior so as to improve their mental and emotional well-being. It's important to note that this is a service offered by professionals. Why do individuals go for therapy? People seek therapy for different reasons, some of which include handling losses like the death of a loved one, the loss of a job, losses from natural disasters such as flooding. People also seek therapy when dealing with family discord, when feeling a deep sense of sadness and helplessness, when one needs an objective and safe person to talk to. Life transitions present with challenges for many. This could be instances like relocating from one town to another or one country to another, changing schools, getting married, becoming parents, becoming empty nesters when the children leave home, divorcing, and so on. In some instances, an individual or someone close to them may be having a chronic condition that interferes with their relationships with others. Examples of chronic conditions whose management could lead to one seeking mental health support include having a child with congenital complications, diabetes, ADHD, being in the autism spectrum, bipolar disorder, obesity, and others. Mental health therapists also help individuals who are struggling with emotional regulation, students having difficulties relating with peers in school, and students struggling with their studies. Another category of challenges that benefits from mental health therapy includes individuals struggling with different forms of addiction, including substances, pornography, gaming, shopping, sex, and sports. From the shared list, we can see that mental health therapy has relevance across many spheres of our lives. How exactly does therapy work? Mental health therapy is premised on three key elements that I will speak to today. There are other aspects. 1. A trusted relationship with a therapist. The quality of the relationship between the client and the therapist is a key factor in achieving success in one's therapy. It's therefore important for the individual to determine if they feel heard and understood by the therapist, and if they feel a sense of trust in the therapist. If an individual does not feel trust in their therapist, it's best for them to seek an alternative. It's advised to go for at least 3 sessions before making this determination. Secondly, the therapy process is supposed to encourage freedom of expression by the individual. The individual should do more of the talking while the therapist does more of active listening and reflecting back to the individual what they are communicating. The therapist has a duty to receive what is being said in a non-judgmental way. This is part of what makes a therapy experience feel safe for the individual. The individual choosing to put in the work needed to make changes on identified areas of their lives is another aspect that could affect the outcomes of therapy. The therapy sessions usually last for an hour. During this time with the therapist, the individual will share some aspects of their lives with the therapist, and together with the therapist, the individual will identify specific changes they need to make in their ways of thinking and or behaviors. These changes need to be practiced repeatedly outside of the therapist's office. It's in choosing to practice these changes repeatedly that the individual gets to achieve the changes that they desire. While one may gain a lot of insight in the therapy room and may even participate in role play with a therapist, the actual work that brings in the desired change happens outside the therapy room. It's therefore important that the individual going for therapy chooses to practice the different things highlighted in therapy while outside the therapy room. What are some things that can make therapy not work for an individual? Here are some, which are not an exhaustive list. There are more reasons that can result in therapy not working for the individual. So 1, if the client-therapist relationship isn't solid, the individual is likely not to fully participate in the healing process. If the client has and maintains unrealistic expectations of therapy working like medicine, which brings relief within a day or a few days, changes of thought and behavior, unlike physical pain, take time to shift as they need one to develop new habits related to the thoughts and behaviors. The individual needs to have patience and persistence in practicing the new skills. Would you like to share your experience? You can reach us on nawiriwellness@gmail.com or call us on 0745 Nawiri, that is 0745 629 474.